Welcome back. How many times do you pass a homeless person on the streets of the Suncoast and wonder how they got there? Well, Florida is one of the top states for homeless veterans.
According to a 2016 annual report from the Council on Homelessness, almost 3,000 homeless vets live in Florida. Here on the Suncoast, nearly 200 homeless veterans are living in Sarasota and Manatee counties. ABC 7's Jacqueline Matter shows us how Goodwill Manasota is helping save our homeless vets from a life on the streets in this special report.
Noah Hoopengarner thought it would never come to this.
It was just supposed to be a temporary thing and ended up being more than temporary.
He's just one of many veterans on the Suncoast who has walked through CJ Bannister's door.
9 times out of 10, they're coming in saying, I don't want to ask for help, but I don't know where else to turn.
The Council on Homelessness says Florida is the second largest state for homeless veterans, behind California.
It's disappointing in a sense that that the numbers are so high. But what's been great is seeing all the organizations that are coming out now and all the support there is for veterans.
A new program is looking to help those veterans find a job and get back into a home. It's called the Veteran Reintegration Program. Goodwill Manasota received a $300,000 annual grant in 2015 to help veterans get back on their feet. Before getting help, Noah and his family of 5 only had this cramped RV to call home.
They fought for me, and anything I asked, if they couldn't do it, then they would try to find a way, or we'd find another route around it.
For Noah and his family, you know, I couldn't be more honored to do what I do and give him the opportunity to turn his life around the way we have.
And turning lives around is the mission.
100% of the goal is to get them back to work. So we have funding to help whatever barriers that they may have or face to get them back to work.
So how exactly do you find a homeless veteran when many of them are too embarrassed to ask for help?
If you need anything, make sure you call me. If I can help you, you know I will.
Yes, sir.
You know I will.
Yes, sir.
Every week, the Veteran Services Program conducts routine check-ins at nearly 10 different homeless shelters and transitional housing right here on the Suncoast, speaking with dozens of veterans just like Clinton Judah.
I was addicted to meth. I just stole from anybody and everybody.
This Marine is one of many who says transitioning back into society is difficult. Goodwill Manasota is helping him rewrite his resume and find a job.
We send one of our case managers over to do an initial assessment, get information on them, find out what they'd like to do, and get them into our program to get them started.
I finally got my life back together. I'm thankful for this new opportunity I've got in my life. I'm just ready to move on with my life. I really appreciate everything you and everyone else has done for me.
To this day, the Veteran Reintegration Program on the Suncoast has helped nearly 250 veterans. Some are already homeless, and some are just one missed payment away from being on the streets.
We are a hand up and not a hand out.
As a veteran himself, case manager Mike Marzella says the toughest part of his job,
veterans that give up on themselves, you know, they've heard no a couple times. I know it's not a trait that the military doesn't instill in the soldiers. So that's the fight that we try to give them back.
A fight worth giving back to those who gave their all.
It is a cycle that we're not willing to walk away from, but we're also holding them accountable.
And for Noah Hoopengarner, the only thing temporary was his time as a homeless veteran.
No matter how rough it is out there, there's always somewhere, some place, some person, some community, something that will help you get back on your feet.
In Sarasota, Jacqueline Matter, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Jacqueline, thank you. Under a new bill that's moving through the Florida House, women who have had abortions could sue their doctors. The bill would allow women to sue physicians for physical or emotional injuries stemming from abortions. The legislation would create a longer time period for lawsuits to be filed than are usually allowed for other medical procedures. Supporters say the bill would help women who may not have understood the ramifications of getting an abortion, but the group that represents Florida doctors is against this proposal.
A follow-up now on a cargo ship that sank after losing propulsion while traveling through a hurricane, killing 33 people on board. Another family of a sailor who died on the ship has settled the legal claim against the ship's owner for $500,000. The 790-foot cargo ship Faro sank in October of 2015 while traveling between Jacksonville and Puerto Rico. Last week, the U.S. Coast Guard Marine Board of Investigation wrapped up its third round of hearings into this disaster. The settlement is the 29th out of 33.
Time to get a check on our weather again. Some rain and then clearing skies and more rain. Let's find out what's happening right now with Bob.
Well, look at this picture right now. You can see this is a shot off into the bay there, and you can see some breaks in the clouds as some dry air is starting to work in the mid to upper levels of the atmosphere, kind of shutting down that heavy rainfall. Still some light rain lingering across parts of the coastal locations. It's 68 degrees right now. We have a few clouds around and the dew point 59. Winds are light out of the south, and the pressure is going to be starting to rise once this area of low pressure gets out of here. You can see that heavier rain that was around now has moved north of our immediate area, although still some showers, moderate to heavy into Highlands County and also into Hardy County. But the rain that was moving through Venice and near Englewood still there, but very light shower activity. Not much going on. Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch, and Braden and Palmetto. Cloudy skies, but still that rain has since moved on. We'll have more in the forecast. Take a look at the weekend weather coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. Investigators in Indiana are hoping new audio from a cell phone video can help them figure out who killed two young girls on a hike. 3 words on a recording could help solve what investigators are calling a double homicide. That recording came from one of the victims' cell phones. Indiana State Police believe the person saying those 3 words may be responsible for the deaths. They also have that photo you saw there of the possible suspect. It's been 9 days since 14-year-old Libby German and 13-year-old Abby Williams were dropped off for an afternoon hike and then never showed up for their scheduled pickup time. Search teams found their remains in a wooded area the next day.
Someone knows who this individual is. Is it a family member? Is it a neighbor? Is it an acquaintance?
I think it's terrible. It makes me sick to my stomach. It made me feel kind of sick going down to the bridge thinking one of my friends died down there.
Police are now appealing to the public to call in tips to help catch the person responsible for the murders. There's a $41,000 reward for any information that leads to an arrest.
An update now on the man accused of killing his pregnant ex-girlfriend and an Orlando police officer. Markeith Lloyd met with the judge today to receive a copy of the indictments against him before making his plea. Lloyd is charged with capital offenses and faces death. Lloyd says he plans to represent himself despite a judge's recommendation to use legal counsel. His next court date will be on March 1st.
Spring training is here, including for our Suncoast teams, the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Baltimore Orioles.
But the Orioles bring much more than baseball to our area. The team brings an economic impact of $89 million annually. And over the past 7 years, the team has become a partner with schools and organizations across the community. ABC 7's Alan Cohn is taking us right to Ed Smith Stadium for more on the team's impact.
Coming up on ABC 7 at 7, spring training has sprung, and we are going to be at Ed Smith Stadium to not only talk about the Baltimore Orioles and the impact of the team on Sarasota and the Suncoast, but we're also going to be talking about why more teams are locating to this part of Florida and why it is good for baseball. We're also going to be talking about spring training from the perspective of Orioles manager Buck Showalter and pitcher Zach Britton. In fact, Zach Britton and his family have decided to make Sarasota their year-round home. All of this is coming up on ABC 7 at 7. I'm Alan Cohn. Join us.
Thank you, Alan. Still to come in your Suncoast News, don't shake the bottle.
Why Sodastream is recalling thousands of its carbonating bottles and telling people not to use them.
Hi, I'm Linda Carson. Coming up, we'll take you to the Lifelong Learning Academy and tell you how you can sign up.
Hurry in to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota for big savings on some of America's best vehicles. Over 100 standard and available safety features make the new Chrysler Pacifica a safe investment for any family. And right now, you can buy one for just $24,999 or save up to $11,000 on a new Ram Crew Cab during Ram Truck Month. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
In town? On the town, The Mark offers landmark living in the center of everything you love about Sarasota. Priced from the 700s, spacious residences and elevated club-level amenities create a private oasis in the sky. Promenade shopping and dining put the best of downtown downstairs. Sales gallery open daily at the corner of Pineapple and State Street just south of Main. The Mark, Sarasota. Presented by Coulter.
We consider the first 60 minutes the golden hour. The time that we can do the most to affect how a patient's going to do. I think what motivates all of us is that at the other end of it, we see them, smiling and happy and going back to their families. That's our greatest satisfaction. Sarasota Memorial Hospital is just an amazing place to take care of people.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Looking for something new and exciting to stimulate you and challenge your brain?
ABC7's Linda Carson may have just what you're looking for as she joins us now with In the Spotlight. Linda.
We have a lot of retirees here who have a wealth of knowledge and a lot of retirees anxious to continuing learning new things. Put them together and you've got the Ringling College Lifelong Learning Academy. It's a proven fact. If you want to live longer and keep your brain sharp, you need to continue to learn new things as you age. And a great place to do that is the Ringling College Lifelong Learning Academy.
Primarily, we're serving older adults who didn't have time maybe to study these subjects when they were working all the time, but yet they always had an interest in this. And then we have retired professors who are here teaching, or retired business professionals.
The Academy offers more than 300 courses a year to some 3,500 individuals. Spring semester starts March 6, offering classes on 67 different subjects.
We have a class on the architecture of Sarasota, taught by Karen Jones, who is a wonderful architect and retired here to Sarasota. We have courses in everything from meditation to the Civil War and Vietnam War, many, many, many different subjects.
Classes meet once a week for 8 sessions at a total cost of only $85.
There are absolutely no grades. There's no credit for the courses. There is sometimes homework if you're taking a literature course, for example. There, of course, you're going to want to read whatever the subject matter is so that you can be a part of the discussion.
The teachers are all volunteers, experts in their field. Tony Moon will share his knowledge about the music business.
I teach music courses on pop music, American pop music from about 1900 all the way to current. That includes rock and roll, it includes pop, it includes country.
And he'll share insider information.
I've been in the music business all my life, basically. Grew up in California, moved to Nashville, became Brenda Lee's conductor and guitarist during her heyday years, her big years during the early 60s.
Steve Gillum is also teaching spring quarter.
I teach meditation, basically. We call it quieting the mind.
Something he has quite an impressive background in.
Well, I've practiced for 40 years, and I've studied extensively with Swami Lakshmanju in India, and I've been to Zen monasteries. I have a couple of Zen masters that I've worked with.
The Ringling College Lifelong Learning Academy also offers half-day and day-long workshops, lectures, even a 12-day seminar at sea. For more information, go to our website and click on links we've mentioned. And they have some long 12-day trips to like Cambodia and places like that.
Wow.
Not for $8 an hour, though.
Yeah,
Definitely not.
They're the real prize.
The best part about this is, you know, in college, we like to learn, but this is like you just are truly learning to learn. You're not worrying about grades and finals and
Yeah, and you
GPAs.
discuss things, so you're sharpening your mind to be able to debate these things.
Yeah, that's great. All right, sounds fun. Thank you, Linda. Now we're going to head over to Bob and get a check on our forecast.
Well, there's no debate about it. We had kind of a cloudy, wet, rainy day. Not the best beach day out there today as a result of an area of low pressure which continues to spin over the Gulf of Mexico. Anna Maria webcam showing clouds throughout the majority of the day. A little bit of a sunshine break there, and as the sun sets, it should make for a gorgeous sunset tonight, coming just before 6:30. You can see all the rain kind of pinwheeling around this area of low pressure that is located in the northeast Gulf of Mexico. Some of the rain has been heavy at times, and in our viewing area, we've had over 1.5 inches of rainfall with this particular line that blew up into central portions of our viewing area. Lesser amounts, but still pretty good rain across most of the area. We had at least 1/4 inch in most areas, and you can see now some rain approaching on into near Venice and near Plantation as well, and just to the west of Northport. That dry air I mentioned continues to wrap around into the system, so we're not anticipating anything too heavy here near the coast, and it looks like this system will continue to march off to the east through the overnight hours and eventually end up into the Atlantic. The current conditions, some light rain in Braden right now, and in Sarasota we're at 68 with some clouds around. Venice 66 degrees with some rain nearby. And as far as the high goes today, well, 72, a little bit below the average because of the increased shower activity. 64 was the morning low, and 87 the record set in 1990. Temperatures statewide, currently it's a 75. That's the warmest reading in Key West, and they have to go all the way up into the Panhandle, farthest away into Pensacola for a 75-degree reading there. 68 degrees now into Sarasota. The same in Northport, Inglewood, and Cortez now at 65 degrees. The Gulf water temperature at 71. Arcadia now at 66 degrees. Those winds will switch around a little bit to the northwest once the area of low pressure moves east of our region. And it looks like it will cool down a little bit, but not much. We're going to see highs tomorrow right around 75 degrees. So we'll be slightly above average despite the north and northwesterly winds. And you can see from the forecast model here, the system continues to work its way east into the Atlantic, and that will take most of the heavy rainfall with it. There still could be a few spotty showers wrapping around that area of low pressure tomorrow morning, and in through midday that rainfall starts to slacken off. We see clearing skies, some sunshine returning, and temperatures warming up back into the mid-70s we go. And Friday looks outstanding as high pressure builds back in from the west and keeps things pretty quiet through the weekend. Well, nationally, not much happening from Texas up to the Dakotas and throughout the Northeast. The storm system out west is not all that strong. By far the heaviest rainfall today has been over the state of Florida. A few showers into California right now. As far as temperatures go, it's warm. Buffalo 54. Reverse those numbers in Boston, 66 in Indianapolis, and 57 degrees in Denver right now. Wichita at 76 in Omaha. Pretty warm. 72 right now. Dallas at 84 degrees, 59 in Los Angeles, and 67 degrees in Macon. Now the forecast for boaters tomorrow. We'll see seas still up there a little bit, 2 to 4 foot seas, and winds out of the north at 5 to 10 knots, picking up to 15 knots in the afternoon with a moderate chop on the bays and inland waters. As far as the tides go for Sarasota Bay, the next one coming up, high tide at 9:11. Another one just after noon tomorrow. Sunset, I mentioned, it will be a gorgeous one tonight, 6:27 for some areas and across the sun coast. Some areas will not see the sun set too much. A few showers, 58 for your low. And then tomorrow, look for mostly sunny skies by midday. There could be a few spotty showers in the morning, and then it clears out of here as the system heads off into the Atlantic. The extended forecast, a little weak cold front moves through Saturday night, cools us down just a little bit, but still pleasant on Sunday with lots of sunshine all the way through most of next week. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. Now to Suncoast Traffic Watch. No accidents blocking roadways at this hour. Drivers are, however, seeing some congestion. That's along US 41 near Bee Ridge Road and down south in Venice in northbound and southbound lanes near East Venice Avenue. A recall alert important to those who make sodas at home. Sodastream is recalling 51,000 carbonating bottles because they could explode. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says the company's 1-liter blue tint bottles can burst under pressure. They have an expiration date of April 2020 and were sold from February 2016 until January of 2017 on Sodastream's website, as well as on Amazon, at Walmart, and Bed Bath & Beyond. So far, no injuries have been reported, but if you do have one of these bottles, you should stop using it.
A lot of power behind that carbonation.
That could be scary, yeah.
Entertainment news is next.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Come meet the artists and enjoy their creations at the St. Petersburg Fine Art Festival. Over 100 artists and thousands of works in contemporary art, in photography, glass, sculpture, jewelry, and much more. The 4th Annual St. Petersburg Fine Art Festival, Saturday and Sunday, February 25th and 26th at North Straw Park in St. Petersburg. Bring your love and appreciation of art to the St. Petersburg Fine Art Festival. For more information, visit ParagonArtEvents.com.
Go ahead. Make a fashion statement. Demand something more than just ordinary. Capture elegance in every turn and drive with flair, where beautiful styling is standard. Stop in and take a test drive. I'll guarantee you'll never go back to plain vanilla again. The all-new 2017 Fiat 500, starting at $14,999. Only at Sunset Fiat in Sarasota.
Florida's last private island is a waterfront lifestyle like no other. This is Harbor Isle, just 5 minutes from the sugar sand beaches of Anna Maria Island. This sun-splashed paradise invites you to enjoy natural adventures and all the recreation of a tropical resort. Island coach homes and waterfront condos are now available from the high 400s, plus incredible savings on move-in ready homes. Come tour 6 designer models. This is the time of your life. Make it island time at Harbor Isle. Go to mintofla.com now.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Luxury for less at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Newly released video shows Harrison Ford's close call on a California runway.
The video shows Ford barely missing a commercial jet when he landed on a taxiway. The American Airlines jet is seen at the end of that taxiway waiting to cross the runways for takeoff. That's when Ford flies right over the jet with more than 100 people on board, apparently not even realizing his mistake. Ford also called the wrong radio tower. No one was hurt, and the FAA is investigating.
Jimmy Fallon is giving back to his alma mater. The host of NBC's Tonight Show donating $100,000 to help fund the art program at his high school. Some of the money will go towards the school's TV studio. Fallon is a graduate of Saugerties High School in upstate New York. In a statement, Fallon says he's glad to give something back, adding, "If anyone there wants to return the favor with a statue of me or something, I'm totally cool with that, too."
I hope they do that, because that would be quite hilarious.
Maybe name at least the studio after him.
Something, right? Yeah, I'm sure they're in the works with that.
The principal joked that maybe we'll just clear his record of bad attendance and stuff like that.
Right.
And that'll be enough.
All A's, all 4 years. Yeah, we'll be right back.
I won cash for life from the Florida lottery! So I get $1,000 a day every day for the rest of my life. Day 1, bought a pony. We're best buds. Day 7, this is crazy! Another day, another grand. This one's on me. Then Mom said, better save some. And another grand. Share the love. I don't even play this thing, but I got a bunch. And another grand, and another grand, another grand, another grand. Let's do it again tomorrow.
With a prize of $1,000 a day for life, the new Cash for Life draw game is your ticket to a grand day every day.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner. After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.